All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to actually doing some Twitch streaming. How about that? All right, to be back, I have decided to pick up a game that I have had on my list for 9 months or so. That way. Nope, wait, that way. Yes. Factorio, as you can see. Alright, I have actually not played any of this game, and despite seeing a lot of videos, like, suggested and whatnot, I've never actually played it. So, we're gonna dive in. I'm feeling pretty good, because I just de-hoboed the beard a little bit, just took off, like, 2/3 of the length. So I don't look quite so crazy anymore. Hair's doing something stupid. I'm getting old, starting to thin. Alright, let's begin with the base, the first steps. We have just landed on the surface of an unknown planet. There is no one to help us. We need to learn how to craft our first tools and set up simple machines to ease our work. They have to be eased. But beware, we are not alone. Alright. Guess that's us. The escape module saved my life, and I am afraid the others were not so lucky. This window will occasionally pause the game and give you some hints. You can continue the game by pressing Tab. Okay. Current objective in this window. Fair enough. Shipwreck, small wreckage, iron, coal. Oh, okay, so I can move around. I am a portly fellow, but that may just be the copious amounts of stuff I'm carrying on me. Oh, okay, let's try to keep the screen. Okay. Could use some of the wreck. Take these large sheets. There's nothing else here. I'll have to make some simple tools myself. Open that with E. On the right hand are recipes. Okay. The number of recipes means how many times that object can be crafted. When you hover over the recipes, you will see what ingredients are needed. Craft the iron axe. That's a pickaxe. Crafting queue. This is your crafting queue. Intermediate objects required for a recipe are crafted. Oh, that's actually really nice. The iron axe has been automatically equipped. Okay, bring that down. Yeah, that does look like iron. That's stone, coal, okay. Useful data. Okay, right mouse button to mine. Okay. If only I could smelt that iron somehow. Craft a stone furnace. For a stone furnace, I will need 5 stone. Okay. Simple enough. 2, 3, 4 stone, and 5 stone. So go ahead and craft the furnace. Check the quick bar for things you can build. Select the stone furnace and place it on the ground by pressing left. Entities will appear green if they are within your place distance. Okay, so I put too far out, it's yellow. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and build it right here in the center. Alright, so I'm going to drop some iron into there. We will need coal or wood. How convenient. There just happens to be some coal right here. I don't know how much we're going to need. We'll just get 5. Take 5 coal. It's now smelting the iron. So 1 looks like it will harvest quite a few. Harvest will smelt. Okay. Go ahead and get 5 iron plates. Okay, what we'll do is we'll drop that. Might as well... I have a feeling we're gonna need more of this stuff, so let's just, let's grab a wee bit more. So each one of these spots has 50. Okay. So again, this is gonna be a very relaxed, chill stream. And we come back over here, and we can see, yeah, so we probably could have gotten 16 at least. Feel quite tired of mining. I wonder if it could be automated. Who would ever want to do that in a game? Mining. Just the chair a little bit. Okay. I wonder if it could be automated and get the burner mining drill. Burner mining drill. I will need 1 stone furnace to complete it. Okay. So let's just dig up a few of these just to make sure. Please forgive the supernova that's exploding behind me. Alright, go ahead and build one of those. Once again, thankfully it builds everything in the intermediate, which is nice. Place the burner mining drill on the ground over some resources. Like that. Right, we'll need fuel. Okay, so with that, we have some fuel. Okay. So now that's digging up ore. Drops it in front of it. Oh, I see. Press F. I could put something here to collect the resources from the mining drill. So this is the conveyor belts, right? Alright, so I'm going to craft a wooden chest. I have a feeling we're going to need to do some of this. Alright, so trees don't take too much. Okay. Go into here. We will build a single chest. Under the drop position of the mining drill. Is it just there? Like, how do we tell the drop position? Okay. Collect at least 3 resource items in the wooden chest. So it's already got 2. Now it has 3. We'll take the ores. Great, I learned something today. I should go and inspect this strange place a bit. Hello, Bob22234. How are you doing? Okay, we are on to stage 2 of the tutorial. This looks like an abandoned mining site. Okay. Can't pan the camera. I wonder what the robotic arm is for. Alright, so we have burner inserter. This is called a burner inserter. It picks up items in front of it and places them behind. Okay. It can insert or unload stuff into and from machines. So it can go from chest to chest, it can go from something outside to into the machine, from the furnace to the conveyor belt. Oh, well, thank you, Bob. I'm glad you're enjoying the Minecraft videos. We are... I'm a little embarrassed because going back and watching some of them, we're like 7 weeks ahead on recording. And there's a lot of things like vein mining, which I still don't know in the YouTube videos, which I know now. And so just watching old footage, I'm like, oh, I could have done that 10 times faster. Okay. Alright, so it's just... Alright, so yeah, so these are mining up coal, which then goes over here because it's coming out of the spout. And then this guy is loading it up. Ah, what do we have here? We have a gun. Transporter belts, another arm, and more coal. It sounded like footsteps. Holding space. Okay, when enemies are close. Alright, so we literally just hold the space bar and we shoot them. Ooh, they are dead, but there might be more coming. I better get the production here working and prepare myself. Alright, the second inverter is reversed. Hovering the cursor. Okay, R for rotate. Like that. Okay, so it's doing that. When building something, use R to rotate before building. Alright, so this thing is full up on ore, but it has no actual iron in it. Oh, well, that's good for your little cousin. I hope I don't swear too much. I know I don't actively try not to swear, but I do. I mean, I try not to do it too much. I should create some basic resource flow before I go for electric power. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to take that, and then I need to do this, 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 that. That? No, because that doesn't actually load them. Okay, so let's see what we can build. So we're going to need iron gears, stone, and iron plates. So let's go ahead and open you. Just go ahead and start that up. So that'll get coal right into there. Okay, so if I do that, I can remove it. Let's go dig up some wood. So yeah, once again, never have played this before, so this is purely learning. Okay, we got a bunch of wood. Now let's see. We're gonna need some of these. Now in our inventory, can we make one of these yet? No, we're gonna need more stone. That's all iron. That's stone. Good. So I'm guessing what they're gonna want me to do is just sort of first burner mining drill to mine it for me. Okay, yeah, I get that. Okay, so we go in here. We can go ahead and build the first of the arms. Alright, now that the arm is... Okay, that was for a burner drill. We'll rotate it like so. Cool. Alright, you are also running out of fuel. That's filling up with. Oh, well, that's very good. That's good news. Hope your family had a good holiday, Bob. Let's see. So I'm going to need another one of these arms. I think I need that. Okay, I think that will now feed into here. Alright. So now all I need to do is I need to build a lot more of these, which is going to require just a lot of iron. Okay, if I do that, it will just start filling her up. Good, good, good. So that's working. So we're going to need to build a few more of the stone furnaces. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and make a chest to start. We will then make probably some more conveyors. Like that. Good. Let's take half of these. Alright, so that'll start cooking. Let's take this, put that there, so that'll at least start collecting stone for us. Alright, so it actually wants me to build 5 burner mining drills and 4 more furnaces. So we'll put the furnaces... I guess we'll just put them up in sort of a line through the center? At least that's what I'm thinking here. Alright, so go ahead and build 2 more. Place the first one there. Second one there. Alright, come down here, check out how much iron we're getting. Yeah, we still gotta sort of manually load these things up with fuel. It's probably not the ideal solution, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Next thing we're going to need is we are going to need at least 2 more of these arms. Sort of like this, and like this. And then what we can do is build conveyor belt here, here. Go back in. I didn't mean to make another pick, but oh well. Take this arm. So this one is... There we go. Okay, so that's going to start putting stuff there. Okay, my game got a little chuggy there. Alright, so these burner inserters are going to need more coal. So we'll put some into you. Put some into you. We'll even top you up a little bit. So why is he not grabbing from there? Okay, it just wasn't reaching. Okay. Cool. So what we'll do for this one is we put something like... Okay, so if I come over here, can I... What do I do if I want to make it a curve? Alright. Oh. Strange. Okay, now let's get rid of that. Okay, so you'll only do that. So he's stocking himself. Okay. And then we put that there. Alright, so those will now feed that. Okay, what do I do if I want more, though? Grab the stone out. Go ahead and build the next 2 furnaces. Alright, so we've placed all of the furnaces we know we're going to need. What if we take this one and we take that one, and then we do this? Okay. And then we come up, we remove that. Oh, stop getting stuck on your conveyor belts. And that. Build 2 more of these arms. Okay. We do like those 2. We're gonna need an arm there. Okay, okay. I think we're getting somewhere with this. Still gotta come through and load this stuff every now and then. Not sure how we fix that, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so we come over here, we take all of the sheets back out. We're gonna need 2 more arms. Actually, we're gonna build 3, 4, 5. 6 should be good. We'll go ahead and build a bunch more track. Alright. Okay, so now we are fueling automatically. That's good. That's good. We are then going to need... Let's grab the track. Let's get that out of our hand. We'll do a quick rotation like that. Alright, we did that. So we set these up alongside, and then they'll just start grabbing things and, like, shoving them into the furnaces, I think. Okay, so you have... Oh, but you guys have no fuel. So how do we feed you guys fuel? Maybe I'll learn that later. We're gonna just start dumping fuel into these things. Okay, so we go to you. Give you fuel. Give you fuel. And give you fuel. Alright, so the next thing we're going to need to do is, because obviously we don't have enough fuel, we're going to do this. We're going to come to you. We're going to go, you get a bunch. You get some. You get some. And you get some. So now these are all running. This thing is still full of stone. Hello. Okay, that was something. Alright, with those two running, let's see if we go ahead and build a couple more miners. Take you. And we will take probably like 3 more. Alright, there's 1. Let's stay off the conveyor belts. Do something like that. Fuel is still the issue, though. Come over here. Yes, any tips with this are appreciated, because I don't actually know how this all works. Okay. Okay, so what if I want to split... So it doesn't seem to let me split stacks, which is a little annoying, but we'll make do. Alright, so those are all run now. We come over here, just put a little bit more into these. Alright, now we're actually getting some resources pumping out. Okay. So we'll go here. We're going to go ahead and build 1 more burner. I'm going to build the burner here. If I connect it all correctly, I should be able to get the resources needed for electric power soon. I'm going to need a lot of resources. I can see that. Okay, there we go. We don't need that. Let's go grab ourselves a lot more fuel. Come here. Alright, so how exactly do I get fuel to everything, though? So I'm thinking I need to do something like this? No, I can't cross over that. Coal won't be difficult. There's copper over here. Why can't I place that? Alright. Can we just run a whole bunch of conveyor belts over like that? So now that thing will have fuel. No, that won't actually work. Okay. So at least I'm picking up all the coal, so I'm not losing it. Okay, we do that. What if... Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, we do like that. Then we run... Okay. Still getting the hang of all this, if that is not incredibly obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can put stuff on top of the resources, it would seem. Alright, can this conveyor belt go two different directions? It cannot. Alright, despite coal coming over, doesn't seem to actually care. How do we keep these things fueled? Let's see what happens when we get enough coal backed up. Okay, so the coal doesn't really want to do that. Alright, even though it has access to coal, this is not reaching for it. So we can still double up over here. So what is going on? Okay, so we know we can do that. So if we bring this around, can we at least get... Okay, we can do that. That will at least get us our miners fueled up. Yes, okay. So with that, the mining operation can commence without any severe problems. So let's go ahead and repeat this. I didn't mean to build another burner, but I'll need it eventually anyway, so... Okay. Let's go ahead and... I know we're going to need to do this. And a little short. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so... that's kind of running. The only problem we have is these arms will run out of fuel. Can we solve that? By... spacing things out. Say by doing something kind of like this. Grab the arm. So now that'll get fuel. No, that won't work actually. Alright, so putting that there and putting you there works very well. Grab some of you, grab some of you. Now the problem I'm running into is how exactly do I keep... Maybe I just have to go to electric. Maybe this can't be automated this early. And I'm mistakenly trying to. Okay, go over here, give you a bit of coal. He'll have plenty of coal here in a minute. Alright, so let's see about restocking these things. One more arm. Like that. Then we will make a whole bunch more of these. Alright, you are not actually going to pull excess. So... do something like this. Theoretically, we come down here, rotate, take that, connect the roads. Alright, now these things are actually going to fuel things. Good. Alright, so basically we make a loop. What happens if we make like an actual loop? Destroy that tree. Build 2 more of those. Alright. There we go. We have a loop. That should now be able to fuel itself into infinity. Now what's going on over here? Remove all fuel. Okay, you will go ahead and grab stuff and dump it back in. That's good. Alright, not the best system, but it is working. Except for you guys. You guys still aren't going to get fed. Don't know how to fix that. But what I do know is that I am going to need this with at least 1 arm, a chest, another arm, and a whole bunch of these, plus 1 of these. So we're going to go here. Get out of the way. There we go. We are then going to place a crate just right there for the sake of ease. Place 1 more furnace. And then we're going to take a whole bunch of these arms. Put you there. That. Let's go ahead and rotate. Alright, I'm going to need a lot of conveyor belts is what I'm getting from all this. Alright, that will let him start feeding that. We will then need another arm, which we place the other arm here. And we start doing... Let's remove that, bring it down. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and grab another few arms. Do that. So can I just do like a chain of arms to hand things off? It does kind of look that way. Alright, he's loaded up with coal, but he doesn't actually get the coal. Okay, so remove you, put you there. We will then do this with our road. Disconnect you, reverse that. Okay, so we're going to have to use arms to refuel arms, as silly as that is in some cases, it would seem. Okay, that. Okay, so we're going to need another arm here. I'll start fueling that. You have a way of getting fuel. If we put another arm here, followed by a conveyor belt, will it feed it? No, because it can only reach to one side. Damn. Okay, so we have iron production looks good. Obviously, we still have the problem that this group of arms aren't getting fueled by anything, and I'm not really sure how to fix that. Are chests the answer to this? Maybe. Okay. Well, in the short term, let's go ahead, give him all the coal in the world. So now he'll just start shoveling stuff into that. What if instead that goes there? And then we put that there. No, that still won't work. Crap. Do we have a recipe that would help with this? I don't think we do. Alright, well, everything's working. It's just not fully automated. Like, if this ran forever, these arms would run out of power, and this arm would run out of power. Also... Okay, I don't quite understand, like, if these iron ores, like, run out or not. But whatever. Okay, so we'll come over here. Just gonna start taking things out of all of this. Yeah, enough iron for the time being. Put some into that. I'm sure you're low on fuel. There you go, buddy. Keep mining up all that stone. I mean, you don't really need much coal, so at least we have that. What I could do is I could run another set of arms. Okay. What I want to do is I want to do a curve. Not sure how to do a curve, but I know I've done a few of them, but I'm not actually sure how I'm pulling it off. Alright, there we go. If we do that, then we do that. Alright, that doesn't seem like it's probably the efficient way to do this, but it works. So, we'll live. Alright, so all these suckers will now feed themselves. Good. There's no limiter, or else I'd connect this conveyor belt, like, to over here. Alright, let's go see about getting some of the stuff we need. So we know we're going to need everything that's in... we need coal. The problem is it's on the conveyor belts. Go ahead and grab all the copper plates I know we're going to need. I'm literally just stealing that coal. Okay, so we have that coal. Is there an easy way to get the coal off the transports? Doesn't seem that way. Alright, we're literally just gonna take that. Alright, that was some hard work, but I think I have everything I need now. It's time to move on. I'm hoping that was good. I don't like the fact that it wasn't fully automated, but maybe it wasn't supposed to be. Other products made in furnace. A furnace can smelt stone bricks into raw stone, steel into iron plates. I need to do some research. Okay. Two sides of belt. The left and right side of the transport belt can be used independently for different resources. Inserters put things on the distant part of the belt and can take them from either side. Okay. So if these run to this, then I can feed... Oh, that's probably how I do the automation thing. Okay. Can be rebuilt with steel structures without the need to mine them first. This is called fast replacing. This also works for assembling machines, transport belts, and servers, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Electric network info. Pressing left mouse button on electric poles opens statistics of the electric network. Alright. We've learned a few things. Let's take a look. We have a much larger world. We could really use some equipment from our crashed ship. If I had enough electricity... I have the electricity test setup almost ready. Build an offshore pump on a water and ground transition. Okay. Offshore pump, you say? Okay, so we're going to build ourselves a quick offshore pump. Put it there. So now it's connected to these boilers. Alright, so next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to have to put coal into these boilers. The steam engine is highest when it gets wired at 100 degrees. There are more ways to build steam engines like this. Or like this. Okay. Alright, now we need electric poles. Alright, I need wood. Okay, we'll just do that. Assuming this is just stone, but we'll need it, so... Yeah, 20 stone. Okay, so now that we have that... build a couple of power lines. How far away can they go? Okay. So we'll put it there. That's now running. Alright, now that's running. I need some iron plates and copper. Using mine resources much faster than a burner mining drill. Keep a steady flow of coal going into your boilers, otherwise we'll run out of electricity. Got it. So we'll do that. And then... Alright, so they're going to want to put it there. So I know I'm going to need to put these here. And then if I do something... Yeah, you should probably get a lamp. What if we did this? We take this up, take that up. Okay, you can't do diagonals. That's a problem. Oh, those are electric. That's the... Okay. I'm being a dum-dum. So we'll do... That's not quite right. And we'll do that. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna fire some guns. That was fun. There we go. Okay, so that's all operational now. Now, about these lights. Let's go and build 2. Swap out. Let's put them here. Okay, I see. Swap out for the lights, put it there. Okay, we have plenty of light now. We are generating plenty of coal, so now we just need to actually mine some things. Fun. Alright. So, for this, we know we're going to need burner mining drill. Cool. For that, what are we missing? We're going to need a bunch of iron. So we already have a bunch of these. It's going to place them like this so there's actually a little bit of room in between them this time. Alright. Now that we have that, let's go ahead and those are those kinds of inserters. Let's go with burner inserters. That and that. Then run this. Alright, so now that we're doing that, cool. Excellent. Alright, let's go over here. We'll go ahead and mine up some coal for ourselves. Make it like 5. Okay. Get that out of our hand. Go ahead and place the iron ore inside. Alright, so we got plenty of coal over here. We got a couple of dead bodies on the conveyor belts, but what are you going to do? Let's see. 90 kilowatts. Performance is adequate. Alright, taking care of those. No problemo. Alright, what am I missing? I am going to need some iron gears, which are going to need more plates. Cool. Build 2 more. I know we're going to need more iron to build the first of the burner miners. Alright, so we have that. So for more burning miners, we're going to need a lot more iron plates. So we'll go ahead and stuff that in there. Now let's assume that what's going to happen is this and this. Okay, so this is where we probably need to use that 2 sides of the conveyor belt thing. So what we're going to do is we will loop around. Like so. And we're almost out of roads. Alright, so that one at least will feed itself. So the other thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to push stuff up to this juncture. Okay. Can we build a burner? No. Crap. Okay. Go over here. Drop the ore. What is this again? Oh, we have other electric mining drills. I hadn't even realized. Well, crap. Alright, so we'll put that there. Then we are going to need more of these. There. And annoyingly... crap. Alright, how far... Alright, so we need you to be there. Pick you back up. You're still not in it. Alright, now it's running. Good. We'll go ahead and build a quick crate. He said. Alright, they keep getting trapped, which is adequate. Alright, so with that, we're going to get plenty of coal. We're going to go ahead and build one of these. And actually, we'll build a second one, because we're going to need another one to feed him. At least for right now, until we can swap out for a greater amount of electric power. Okay. So now that we have that going on, we can take all of this. We can start doing this. So those will start smelting up. For more lights, I'm going to need a lot more iron. Yep, that will do. I'm going to build 2 more quick lamps. That'll do, actually. That'll do. Alright, next up, more iron for more conveyor belts. Alright, so theoretically... Yes, okay, that is actually what we needed. So we'll push it up onto here. These will be able to grab coal and everything that they actually need. Cool. Back, grab this, do that. Alright, so I don't know if this is the most efficient way to set up Factorio, but it's worth a shot. Another question is, how do I get stuff out of these? I guess that's why it's better to, just go ahead and go electric, eh? Oh, crap. Okay, so that would basically swap them. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab all of that. I'm gonna rotate you. We are going to do... We're going to try not to get ourselves shot. Buggers. I'm going to try that. There we go. It's not pretty, but it works. Okay. Now we're cooking with some oil. Love it. Alright, now that those are loading up, we can go ahead and start taking out of these. Take out of those, that will give us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go. Okay, so iron smelting is now fully operational. Alright. Problem is, this thing is going to run out of power relatively soon. So we're going to have to build a couple more electric posts so that we can reposition this sucker. Go ahead and let him mine out the rest of it. Alright, so that will be all that we need for that. Now, as for the coal, or the copper situation... Okay, we can't rotate those, can we? No. see. If I do something like that, that should work. We do that, build a quick crate, place that, good to go. Okay, so what I can do is I'll remove these, like so. We want to remove that as well, because we don't want that hooking up. We will then come down here, make an inserter, which I probably didn't need to do that, but that's okay. So that's always going to go on the right side. Switch this out. Won't be able to hold my own. I could use the gun turret to defend my base. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. So what we'll do is that. Yeah, 4. You know what? Just for the sake of... Let's not die. Thank you. Swap out for the road. And then what we're going to do is... I'm going to need a bunch of iron. Let's go ahead and grab a bunch. Okay, we have iron there. We have iron from here. Actually, I think all these have iron in them, don't they? Yes, good, good, good. Okay, so now we're just going to need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put one there, put one there, put one there, one there, and one there. Then... Alright, we run out. Do this. Cool. Then, what we do is we are going to put another set of roads. I'm not close enough, that's the problem. We will put you there, hook you up, probably die in the middle of the night to be completely fair. Then, oh, that's not going to work. Screw it, damn it. What can we do? Okay. Pick all these roads back up. So I want to get the ore off of them. If we do this... Okay. Okay, we do that. That works. Okay, good, 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 good. Come back up here. Not quite yet. This. I need a lot more roads. We're going to take you. Put you there. No. There we go. We'd like to stop getting stabbed. I'm guessing these guys just kind of keep coming worse and worse, don't they? Put some iron ore into you. Put some iron ore into you. And put some iron ore into you. Alright, now that that's all running... Grab that, grab that, grab that. And then build the roads that we need. There we go. There we go. And then we do that. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Oops. Okay. So we do that. Then we can come back up to these. Pull the plates right on out of them. One, two, three, four, five. And two more. And like that. We end up with a flood of copper going in. Alright, so we can't actually join up our stuff that way. Or else everything's gonna end up getting really jammed up. Annoying. So as of yet, there's no way to actually split where items are going. Alright, we clear those. Break that. Let's go ahead and break this joint. Is there a way using the arms? Yes. I think. Oh my god, they just keep coming. Alright, they're dead. What we're gonna do, we are going to build more arms. We're going to put that there. We're then going to put this up like so. So now the coal is moving. And if I'm right, we can remove these. Do this, remove that. No. Will that work? Yes, you're trying to put it on the left. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know why that's working, but it is, so we will take it. Not sure why that arm... Oh, the arm always goes to the far one, because that's the far corner. Okay. Then we do, like, this, to clear out just the last of the coal that was clogging. Oh, now you're grabbing copper. Crap. Shit. I was hoping that would work. Alright, so the coal system is not really the problem. Okay. Thank you, Little John. You can split the ore, but you need to use a splitter. Alright. Good to know that there's something called that. I'm literally just doing the tutorial campaign right now. Never played, never watched any videos on how to actually do this. I am simply learning. Okay. So, fair enough. However, I mean, I've been running around like this. I'm pretty sure we've completed this mission, like, many times over by now. So let's just collect everything and continue. I think I have everything I need to start building radars. Alright, the more of them, the faster we can locate our ship. They consume a lot of electricity. So make sure that your energy production is sufficient. Okay. Turret guns. Okay. Alright, so I think we're probably going to need some more actual... Alright, so we're going to need to do sector scanning. So yeah, these are going to run out of coal eventually because I don't have anything called a splitter yet. Let's build ourselves a couple of those and our first radar. Okay, let's not die, please. I'm out of ammo. Crap. Run, 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 run. Yay! Use the conveyor belts. Use the conveyor belts. Okay, where'd the enemy go? Oh, okay, he's... Alright, there we go. That kind of hurt, but it is what it is. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and put one here. And one here is what I'm feeling. I'm assuming you need ammo. What do I give you for ammo? Do I just give you... Okay, so... Do I just give them firearm magazines? Is that all they need? Anyway, let's go ahead and place down the first radar dish. Sector scanning progress, so it is working. I'm guessing we're burning all of our electricity. Alright, we're holding. Oh, do I just literally take the ammunition from down here? I do! Thank you, Andy Blake. Appreciate it. So we'll go ahead and build a whole bunch of magazines. Alright, we've scanned our first territory. Alright, so the turrets should hold there, so we have the problem... Okay, we can add modules to that later. Good to know. Okay, you're out of fuel, which we were expecting to start have happen. So right now, it looks like that these are smelting things faster than this will ever catch up. So I think we're safe for the short term to do this. Because this way the copper's never going to reach this top and start clogging us. So that'll allow us to keep making as much iron as we need to make. Okay. Oh, by your death. Cool. Alright, swap out for that. Let's go ahead and make sure these things are fully stocked. Well, not fully stocked, but stocked. Alright, so now these... Let's see. I just, yeah, so I've made a good chunk of ammo now. Let's see. I could make a submachine gun. That sounds fun. Just since I seem to have this habit of nearly getting myself killed. And... yeah, so I'll go ahead and make more ammo for myself so I'm not completely out. Alright, let's go and actually harvest some of the stuff we got down here. Okay, so it would seem, under normal conditions, the electric miner mines enough to keep 2? Maybe 3? Oh, no, okay, yeah, so it seems like, yeah, two furnaces running. Good to know. At least when it's electric and so. Alright, let's go ahead and swap you there. Alright, so we got a better gun equipped. Power is holding. We could probably go a little bit faster, but for that, we're going to need... Let's see. Now, you have plenty of water right now. I wonder if this is necessary. Alright, we're going to build one pump. We're going to build a steam engine and 3 boilers because that's what it started me out with. So, we're just going to build another one so that we can build a few more radar dishes. Okay. So I could probably build another electric mining drill. I'm worried about that's probably fine. Let's just do it. So we'll build the electric mining drill. Now we are going to need the power for it. I think. That may not be necessary, but rather be safe than sorry. Okay. We have 3 boilers. Okay, that's going to be in the way there. So, what if I put that there? And then I built... Cool! I built some pipes. Pipe to ground. Is that for running, like, underwater pipes? Alright, we did that. So these will need coal, which I did not really build them thinking about. But that's okay. We'll load them up like so. Wait, the boiler needs power, or is it just because the water's not hot enough yet? I'm guessing it's because the water isn't hot enough yet. Build a... Let's see. 1 pump is enough for 10 engines powered by 13 boilers. Okay, so in the future, 1 pump, 10 engines, and these are the actual engines, so this is way overkill having 2, fair enough. And if I put 13 boilers on, okay. Why does this say that it doesn't have power? Like... Okay. So we've done that. Let's go ahead and build 2 more radars. Just to go ahead and speed up this mission and get it done. Let's see, what I'm thinking we could also do is we could run a little bit of coal over there. Grab 1 more of those. Yeah, because... Yeah, this is definitely way too many furnaces. So 1 electric, 2 furnaces. Assuming that the furnaces are getting emptied. Okay. It's a tutorial. I'm not so much concerned with super efficiency as much as I am just figuring it out. Quick tip. Put 3 burner inserters about the first row of boilers, and they will grab from the bottom. Oh! Is that right? Let's see if I can get over there. So you're saying if I put 1 here, he'll grab from that one and start placing in the one above. So I actually don't even need to do what I was just trying to do. So if I do that, they're feeding themselves, so then they'll feed into the next. Yeah, just for tests. Okay, I just pulled all the fuel out, and now he's feeding him. Cool. Got it. Thank you very much. That's very helpful. Alright, let's go ahead and place these fancy things. Can we move you ever so slightly? I know, it's uneven. Oh well. Okay, we actually have something that's self-sufficient outside of ammunition for the turrets. Okay, so shift-click builds everything. Is there like a build 5 or 10 hotkey? Like I'm just... Like shift builds all available, but is there something for like build 10? Alright, we got 3 scanners up and or running. Here, what I'll do is... just to be a little less uneven with everything. There, at least they're kind of in a row now. Let's see, no worries, you will lose hours of your life this game. It does seem very good. I mean, I've heard great things about it. I just hadn't really ever gotten around to playing it. Just 10 single clicks to make 10. Okay. Alright, so that's all running. So what I could go ahead and do is I could build another one there. So I'm just going to see, what if I put another of these guys? Yeah, he's going to have a lot more to mine. Okay, so he'll go there. It should go to that ramp. So this, theoretically, assuming I keep emptying, and I'm pretty sure I could empty. So if I want to put one of these there, it's just going to go into the next one. So if I... Is there, if I was to put a, you see on the screen right now where I have the arm, if I would have put that there and there wasn't the furnace above it, would it then pull out the iron plates from the furnace beneath it, or would it just pull out the coal from the furnace beneath it? Is there a way to automate the removal of the plates at this tech level from the furnaces? The killing grounds. Let's see, can I build anything else? I can build an assemblement. Oh, let's build some light armor. That sounds good. Okay, we're doing good on performance. Yeah, sector scanning's going well. Yes, okay, so that would pull out the iron plates. Good to know. Alright, so these guys are actually unnecessary. Thankfully, the enemies, at least on this level, always come from the same direction, it seems. So, what I could do, then, since we seem to have plenty of extra power... Go ahead and wait for the other one. Let's see, I'll put you there. You're going to output there, so we can just put the arm. Cool. And then... I think that will work. Yes, okay. So we did that. We'll go ahead and build ourselves a few lamps. Alright, so probably put a light there. Oh, just outside. Okay. I am sure for those of you who are much more experienced at this game, you are, like, cringing at the layout of everything. Sorry. It's not as painful as the time I tried City Skylines, though. It is not that bad. Oh. You? Oh, that's a burner inserter. Oops. I thought you were one of these. Oh, actually, I'm already carrying a whole bunch. There we go. Have insert in a box. Okay. Yeah, admittedly, I'm just sort of trying to power... I'm not trying to power through the missions, but at this point I'm just sort of waiting for the 50 scans to finish up, because this feels done. Miners do load directly onto a belt, so you really don't have the inserts if you don't want... Oh, okay, so I could just be... But do they, when they output, do they output onto the nearer side of the belt or the further side of the belt? That's the thing I have going on right now, is these are putting them on the outside. Although if they were putting them on the closer side, then I probably wouldn't have to have this loop back. Theory time. Pick you up. Okay, so yeah, it does go on the closer side. So if I put it on the closer side... What I can do is this. And then we'll just take this away. Just so I'm using a little less track. There we go. So now that we're doing that, okay, we did lose some power. Okay. So we have a huge amount of fuel just sitting on these things because I'm using burners and furnaces. I'm sure there's an electric furnace that'll come up in the next mission. Alright, similarly, I don't actually need this then, do I? Oops. Okay, so remove you. No, I've jammed everything. Oh god. What have I done? Okay, there. So just reducing down the number of arms that we're using. So in that case, I don't know why these... I think this was just part of the original setup. No, that's bad, that's bad. Okay. So I do still want that... Do I still want that box? So I still want to be on the closer side. Poop. Okay, I broke it a little bit, that's fine. So I put that there. And I put that there. But I don't want that. Boxes are good as a buffer. You can run past them and grab a box box load rather than hovering them off the belts. But early game, you're okay. Okay, either way, yeah. Okay, so I screwed all this up. I don't remember how exactly it was. So there was a box like here with one of these. And the sector scan's complete. I'll fix it later. To the southeast, small shipwreck has been detected. Alright, time to explore the area. Okay! I kind of screwed up there at the very end, but it's okay. Congratulations, I have finished the tutorial/demo campaign. As you have the full game, you can either continue by playing the New Hope campaign or jump into free play. Either way, it is advised to go through the tips and tricks. We wish you have fun with Factorio, and thank you for your support. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you. Anyone who was a new subscriber, new follower today, thank you very much. Always appreciated. Trying to get back into actually doing Twitch streaming. Now that we got this big, fancy overlay thing. I spent an afternoon just making it and tying it in with a third party that helps with the chat up there. But if you'd like to find more, be sure to subscribe on YouTube, Alchemical Rabbit. There's number of Let's Plays on there. My wife and I play a lot of things, and sort of wrapping up a couple series soon, so probably in January we're also starting a couple new things. Until next time, thank you all. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Little John, Bob, everybody. Thanks for the tips. I'll see you later.